Hi, I'm Katie, and I will be giving my speech today on to persuade my audience not to drink and drive. A tree never hits an automobile except for self-defense. Today I'm going to persuade to my audience to not drink and drive. I'll be explaining my own consequences I had to go through, like my tickets, losing my license, probation, jail, consequences, and the effects on the brain and body. Starting 2 years ago, I received my first DUI. I was leaving a friend's house. About 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got pulled over for a burnt-out headlight. And he said it smelled like alcohol, and I only had a few, and I was a couple hours before I got in the car, so I thought I was okay. Well, I got out of the car, and he made me go into a breathalyzer, which I'll be explaining right in a little bit, the steps. And found out I was drinking. I blew a .01, which down here shows that would be your divided attention, your choice reaction time slows down, and your visual function starts to fade. I was brought to jail, and I had to pay $12 for a booking fee, plus my fines on top of that for drinking and driving, and then my fine for the burnt-out headlight. Finally, I got everything paid off, thought I was in the clear, and then started all over again. This time it was kind of worse, because this was my second DUI. I had a couple drinks later. One night I found myself drinking and driving again, but this time I was parked at a stop sign. I got out of the car, was looking for my phone, and a guy came up to me, tapped on my shoulder, and he asked me if I was drinking, and I admitted to him I was, because he told me he was the chief of police, and he was going to call on his guys to come take us down to the jail. Once again, had to pay a $12 booking fee. I lost my license this time for a year, and more fines with probation, and this time I had 6 months of counseling, too. When you lose your license, you actually have to pay a $500 deposit or reinstatement fee to get your license back for 2 years straight, no matter if you lose them 6 months or a year. You have to pay that for 2. In addition to your trouble with the law, though, there are also some effects on the brain and body. Alcohol affects every organ in your body. It's a central nervous system depressant that is rapidly absorbed from the stomach and small intestines and then moved directly into your bloodstream. And alcohol is formed by just yeast, sugars, and starches, which give immediate effects on the brain and body. But depending on whether you're a boy or girl, on your weight, your height, and the percentage of alcohol, you may blow different percent levels. Right here, it'll show at .02 your tracking and steering, and then at .04 your eye movement control, standing, steadiness, emergency responses all slow down. And then it just gets worse as you go up, which you shouldn't be driving anywhere past your third drink anyways. There's every different alcohol has a different percentage almost. Beer is more the same, but even like Sam Adams beer has 1% and a Budweiser has 5%. So when you're drinking, you gotta watch that too to see how much you'll blow, because you never know. Even if you're not drunk or don't think you're drunk and want to drive, your blood alcohol level is still rising. So it might just hit you when you're driving behind the wheel and when you least expect it, which is not a good thing. Even after a few drinks, though, you still shouldn't drive, because you never know, you could get pulled over for a burnt headlight. So coming from one with experience, I think twice before getting behind a wheel after a couple drinks even. They say, first the drink, there's a saying that goes, first the drink takes a drink, first you take a drink, then the drink takes a drink, then the drink takes you. It means that first you can handle your drink, everything's going to be good after one. If you take another drink though, it starts to catch up to you in your bloodstream, and then after the third drink, that's when your reaction time slows down and the alcohol actually starts making some decisions for you that you don't think you're making, right? And every single injury and death caused by drunk driving is very preventable, but it still remains a serious problem today. There are also some, I got this book while I went to counseling, and it shows what can the cops do if they bust you. And there's a couple of things. When you're not even driving, dispensing alcohol without a permit is $676. Disorderly conduct, if you're resisting arrest, would be $500 right there. Providing alcohol to underage persons is $360, first offense, jail, second offense. Open intoxicants is $298 fine. Or underage drinking could be first offense to $200, second offense $300. Your records may become tarnished. Drinking age convictions appear on driving records for 5 years. Your driver's license can be suspended, will be, usually, in Michigan it is. Your student record may be affected, and in some cases, if you're underage, parents will be notified, which mine were too. And after hearing this, I hope you think twice before drinking and driving. Any questions?
I think you got it, Val.
Clap.